There, that's better. All right. Welcome here, friends. My name is Rita Winter, and I am a Stampin' Up demonstrator, an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator from Steinbach, Manitoba, Canada. And today we're gonna make a masculine card, and we're gonna use the stamp set that's in our annual catalog of May 2021 to April 2022, and it's on page 64. It's called Way to Goat. It's $26 in Canada. It's really cute. I love the three goats that are here celebrating, and I love the sentiments. It's just a fun card stamp set. Happy birthday, you old goat. I guess you have to be careful who you choose that for. I would never choose that for my dad. He would not appreciate that. I got you a cake, but I ate it. I love that part. Way to goat. You're the goat, and it's the greatest of all time. The first time I ever got introduced to somebody being called a goat was through motocross. Ricky Carmichael used to be known, and Jeremy McGrath, one of them, used to be known for being the greatest of all time, and my husband used to be a fan of them, so that was great. So we're gonna make this card today. I'm working on a couple of cards like that, so just to see how variety it can be. And I got inspired, or I'm casing the card from a woman from Split Coast Stamper. It's so cute, and it's a fun fold, and that's what we're gonna work on today. So I just thought I would show you the card from the catalog. I've already prepared a bunch of this stuff, so that, because otherwise it's gonna take forever. So one of the cards that I'm planning on making is with these colors. I haven't done it yet, but got it all cut out, and I've got the dimensions. All the dimensions will be, once I've done the cards and I photographed them, all the dimensions will be on the video below. My contact information will be on the video below. My schedule will be there. So I'll look for that and you'll see it. So I am using the Bermuda paper that we have. It's Stampin' Up, and I have it's 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. The other measurement is really good to use is the 8 1/2 by 5 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. That also works really good. This is a top fold. Then I have a white layer of just 1/4 inch smaller. This is 4 by 5 1/4. Then a smidge smaller. It's I love that word, smidge. I like to use it all the time. So this layer is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8, and it's dry embossed, and I found an old embossing folder where by Cuttlebug. That's my embossing and die cutting machine that I'm still using, and it's it just says happy birthday all over it, so that's what I'm using for that. Then I was trying to decide what kind of would be kind of that's appropriate for both men and women, or what paper that I like that would go with this, that would make it pop out. And goats like flowers and grass and stuff like that, so I chose the pansy patch, and this layer is 3/5/8. Okay, no, sorry, layer 2. Now suddenly I'm wondering if I didn't record this layer. So this would be 2/5/8 by 3 3/4. No, I'm measuring the wrong thing. Okay, let's try this again. All right, so this is 2 7/8 by 4. 2 7/8 by 4, and I better write this down. I probably have it written down somewhere, but 2 7/8 by 4. Okay, so all right, so that will go there. And then I have a piece of paper that's 3 5/8 by 7 3/4, and divided that into 3 pieces, and it's scored at 2 5/8, and then doubling that. So it's scored, let's try that again, 2 5/8 and 5 1/8. So that's, and then that gets adhered to here, and it gets folded this way. So when you open it up, it comes out to this way. I got you a cake, but I ate it. Way to go. And then the inside will be, and of course you get to choose whether you want to say you're the goat, G.O.A.T, greatest of all time. And or you can do happy birthday, you old goat. So that's what my cards will look like. And let me show the actual one that we're going to be putting together today. So this one again is 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. So let me burnish that so it lies flat. I'm using our bone folder. The color I'm using is our Soft Succulent. It's one of our in colors for this year. I love this color. I use it a lot. And then, of course, we're gonna attach this one 4 by 5 1/4. So let me attach it right away. And I remember now that I was gonna start using a fresh glue adhesive because mine is running low already. So let me open a new one here. Have it ready just in case the other one doesn't work. I like to stand them upside down. Which one is a heavier one? I think this one is still. Okay, let's put it on. Oh, I still have some. I just like to swirl my glue. It's a tough glue. I love love using it because it gives me a moment to move my paper. There. All right, now we're gonna work on this side. So the same dimensions for this one. We're gonna attach it. See, I'm not using a lot of glue, just a very little bit. I think that's all you need to hold it together. Everything looks straight, almost. Just need to shove this one over a little bit. There, should be good. Maybe not that good. Let's lift it up. See, it was easy to lift and to adjust, and it will still take. But I need to do this quickly, because otherwise it won't take. And get it a bit lower. All right. One of the things that I would recommend is that you do all your stamping ahead of time, because on the papers, because once you attach the papers and then you decide to stamp, so what if your stamping doesn't go well, then it's really hard to take it apart. So here's my happy birthday, the dry embossing. I think it's so pretty. So when you're doing the dry embossing and you need to attach, you need to use a little bit more glue just to get it into all the crevices. Okay, and I'm just gonna have a tiny little border. There we go. Oh, it moved. That's not good. At least we know that it can move. There. Just hold it down for a moment. All right, and the same thing. See, I love to use double-sided papers. This paper is from our, I think it's beautifully penned paper. It works with our other penned, hand-penned paper. This is all sheets of black and white. They were part of our celebration this time around, and I love the polka dot. It probably worked well with the polka dot and the other way too. But I do want to use the other side just because I like the leaves, and I thought about coloring everything kind of green, but I decided to leave it black and white. Now this one I folded different. I decided to do a top Z fold. So if you can see, it's a Z fold, but I decided to do a top one. Because I want to use up some of my papers. So I think before I attach that, I'm gonna, I just remembered, if I'm gonna be coloring this is gonna bleed right through. That's not good. So I guess maybe we will use pencil crayons to color, because our alcohol markers, they bleed through the paper. Usually I don't color like that. All right, so I am gonna take crayons to color a little bit. Let me just grab the crayons. It's a good thing I thought of that. It doesn't always work what we anticipate. I'm just grabbing one or two pencils that I think will work. Let's see what color this is. Let me try these colors. See how they work together. I was looking for a gray. Where are my gray colors? I have white and off-white. What color is this? And I will need a piece of paper to try it out on the colors. We'll use this. All right, let me try the colors that I might want to use. I'll go darkest to lightest, because goats are almost white, just grayish, brownish. Okay, just let's see what else we have. Here's another gray. Oops. Yeah, I'm gonna just do darker gray where close to the lines, over the lines, at the edges, where it's showing me to do that. That's the good beauty of Stampin' Up. They show you all the colors where they kind of, not colors, but they kind of show you where you can do the darker colors and then the lighter colors for blending. And how, when I use my pencil crayons, how I blend is I like to use my, well, I guess this is two, then not gonna work because it's back to back and I didn't use thick paper. All right, I like to, a lot of times I like to use my, oh, it's an oil. Now I'm blanking out. It's called Camson oil because it kind of blends everything together. I like to use that. I don't like to use too much color around the eyes. I like to let the eyes kind of stand out, so I'll leave a little bit of white around the eyes. And I will probably make the hooves a little bit darker. So I am gonna make certain parts of the body be less, leave some white, just so that, there we go. Let's make the horns dark. I have no idea what goats with horns look like. I just would need to be at the zoo again to remember what they look like. It's been a while since I've been to the zoo. I just want to make the hooves dark. One way or another, the legs are not that clean. So let's do that part. And of course, we all have artistic license to do what we want when we're coloring. Let's do the flower he's holding in red. Well, this is maybe not red. Let's see, can I read this? Where are my glasses? Well, whatever color. These are just Crayola color pencils. Maybe we'll take a brighter red. See it. When you're celebrating, it's always, whether you're bringing flowers for a man or a woman, it's always nice to have some flowers. And so I'm gonna color this leaf green. All right, there. So I got you a cake. Of course, you could always stamp a cupcake or something here, but that doesn't come with it. So let's go back to, I'm gonna outline again this guy in a little bit darker color. The edges around the eyes, I'm gonna leave more white. This is more of a closer up picture than the other one was. So anywhere where there's lines, I'm just gonna, right by the lines, I'm gonna do a little bit of the darker color, outline it, and then do it with the lighter color. And I'll do the legs with even darker color yet. Let's just outline the body a bit. All right, so now I'm gonna go with this one. You just want to just lay down a little bit of color, not too much. You don't need a lot of color. You just want to give it some color so that it looks a little bit prettier. It's okay to make things pretty for masculine cards too. And it's even okay to give men floral colors. I probably would stay away from certain colors, but that's just me. Or I'm thinking about what my husband would appreciate and what he wouldn't necessarily appreciate. All right, let's do the little horns. Maybe I'll do them a bit darker, a darker gray. Maybe a little bit dark on the eyes. Eyelids. And the hoofs and the beginning of the leg. So I hope your fall is going great. This weekend is Canada's Thanksgiving weekend, long weekend. I always look for sale turkeys. Like usually our grocery stores will carry some less expensive turkeys, and that's when I buy them. But so far this year I haven't seen them. So I guess I'll, before the end of the week, they have a few on sale. Not at the price that I normally like to buy them, but I'll go and get a turkey. We don't have any specific plans this year. My husband's birthday is on Monday of the long weekend, and usually we have the whole family over and everybody's in-laws. Like it's usually around 20 people. But this year, now the restrictions again tightened up here in southern Manitoba, that I don't think we'll be doing much. We'll go and have dinner with my parents, who wouldn't have been able to come here anyways. It's too much for them. And then because it's not so much that they want to celebrate Thanksgiving. They're happy to celebrate with us anytime, but it's because it's also my husband's birthday. And for them, that's so important to celebrate their family's birthdays, that we'll probably go there on Sunday, maybe a later Sunday lunch, because our daughter has plans. Our son has to work Thanksgiving. On Sunday. He gets Monday off, and she has to go to work on Monday because the hospitals are still open. So she needs to be there. So we'll probably, he will miss the gathering with my parents. She will probably miss the gathering with my husband's parents. I'm gonna call and see if they would like to come over here. And then maybe Lizzie, after sleeping or before sleeping, can come and see them even just briefly. So we'll see. We'll figure something out. But no special big plans this year. This year it's, well, just like last year, this year it's going to be a quiet Thanksgiving. I will miss seeing my nieces and my nephews, but I guess that's all part of it. There, that's colored in, and that didn't take too long. I just want to do a little bit of grass. I'm just gonna grab just so that my goats aren't floating. I should have used a stamp for that. I think, because I think there was a stamp to go with it. Just give it a little bit of color here. You don't want your creatures to be kind of floating in the air. You want to give them a bit of something to stand on. All right, so I am gonna now attach the my goats to the paper. All right, I have to remember how I'm attaching it, and I want to score it. I want to score it so that it really stays closed well. I want to burnish it really well. Okay, now I am attaching this to that. So I'm gonna and normally I would probably use dimensionals, but not when I needed to stay closed and be tight. So in that case, I am just lining it up and using the glue. All right. I could use dimensionals here. Yeah, let's use dimensionals. They're always so much fun. All right. Dimensionals, if you don't know, they're just kind of foamy things that elevate your picture, and most of the time dimensionals are well, at least our dimensionals, and most companies' dimensionals, they're adhesive. This one is not working well, so I'll just get rid of that, because I already used it, tried using it once for something else, and and then I remembered, oh, I don't need dimensionals, I can't use it. So then I took it off. I thought I would be able to use it on something else, and no, it doesn't always work like that. All right, so I'll probably put about, so there's what I started saying, there's adhesive on both sides of the dimensional. So one is on top and one is at the bottom. So you take it off the bottom, and you can, once you've place them all, then you take it off the top part and you put them on. I like to use my pick because I don't have nails to take them off easily. Just want to make sure that I'm doing this right and not putting it upside down. I've done that before. I think most of us have done that before at one time or another. Is that straight? There we go. Isn't that awesome? All right, so I think our card might be done. So it says, I got you a cake, but I ate it. Way to G.O.A.T. And then you open up the card. I think I might attach that. I don't think I need that. Yeah, way to G.O.A.T. And then you open up the card and here it says, you're the G.O.A.T, the greatest of all time. Yeah. I'm gonna just add a little bit of adhesive to this. Oh, come on. Still want to be able to use it for 1 or 2 more cards. There we go. I want to use up all the glue that I can from it. All right. So how do I want to embellish it? Because of course you need some embellishments. And I think this might be a good one. A wink of Stella. Oh. First I want to put some glitter part on the flower. You kind of have to have that. And then I want to just see if this works. Oh yeah, it's spritzing. Some glitter part. Squeeze. This is a glitter pen in case you're wondering what that is. All right, so then I am gonna take a little bit of my, what is this, dark crumb cake, and I will try to spritz a bit of this on it. There. But I want to do that on each of the pages. And on the inside. Just to fancy it up a bit. Where is, I just saw that some of it has gone onto my mat here, so I just want to wipe it down with my chamois so it's nice and clean again and no color everywhere. All right, so that is my card. I hope you like it. Of course, we could embellish it even more and do some of the gems, maybe some of the matte ones, black matte, just to just on the front page to fancy it up a bit, and maybe way down the card a bit. Should I do it here or here? Do it there. Oh, that's a little bit too low. I need it just a tiny bit higher. Sometimes it's, oh, Sometimes it's really hard to line these up. They want to go lower than they have adhesive, and because they're circles, they don't always want to move where you want them to move, especially once you've pressed them down. There. All right, stay. Don't move. Oh, because the adhesive of that one? No, the adhesive of that one is good. All right, one more. It's kind of like the story continues on the next page. There and there. And we could, I don't have red hearts, but I have a white heart. And we could do a way to goat. We can do a white card there. There. Just adhere it one more time. There. All right. That is our card. Thank you for joining me. This has been lots of fun to do that, and I hope on the camera somehow this looks crooked. I'll have to I guess that's just the way it's hanging loose. Yeah, it looks better. It's fine. I was just wondering, because in reality it looks great. So thank you very much for joining me, and have a wonderful day. I will see you Thursday at 7 o'clock in the evening, and what are we doing on Thursday? That's the 7th, Expressions in Ink. It's a birthday card for her. So it's beautiful colors. Expressions in Ink are basically here at the, let me show you the catalog. This is the paper that, and the flowers that are in Expressions in Ink. And that's what we are gonna be using for Thursday. Also, stay tuned. I will be announcing our class schedule for October, basically for November and December. Lots of beautiful Christmas cards. So stay tuned for that, and we will see you on Thursday. Thank you. Bye-bye.